is Richard Schroeder, and he will be followed by Jay Colhagen.
Richard Schroeder, retired physician. We talked a little bit about the last meeting about the risk of wireless radiation to human and environmental health. But I think we need to understand a bit more about the telecommunications industry that uses wireless radiation and how it's regulated. It seems that the regulations are very industry-friendly indeed. Federal law gave the FCC the sole power to regulate wireless radiation risks. The FCC is a very improbable organization to serve that role of protecting humans. It specializes in technical issues that make the communication system function and promote it, not in the health and safety of the individuals who use it. Such evaluations and safety regulations that do exist certainly have not evolved with the industry. The FCC's rules target just one health hazard: the possibility that wireless radiation can cause immediate thermal damage by overheating the skin the way a microwave oven heats food. This is done using a cute little test dummy. Yeah, it's up on the screen there. Proper human evaluations have never been done. And all we know for sure from the FCC's SAR, or specific absorption rate test, is that your cell phone and wireless devices will not harm plastic within 6 minutes. And this is in pretty sharp contrast to many other studies, including that of the NIH's National Toxicology Program, which showed severe harms in animal testing with brain damage at even 1/100th of the dose used for humans. So interestingly, our favorite organ risk assessment. That's because most countries have adopted the WHO's regulatory guidelines and electromagnetic frequency policies, which assume that negative health effects only occur when the levels of radiation are high enough to heat human tissue, which doesn't take into account long-term exposure to lower levels of radiation. Two other wireless presences in our lives we should understand better to get a grasp of this long-term exposure are 5G and smart meters. 5G introduced a whole host of additional risks by adding 3,000 new frequencies, all in the short millimeter range. That's in contrast to just 5 new frequencies that 4G added to the 20 that already existed under the second generation and third generation, or 2G and 3G. Your home smart meter is a dual-use technology, meaning it had military use development, whose initials stand for Smart Military Armaments in Residential Technology. It's a hugely concerning issue for its invasion of individual privacy, because it serves to monitor every electronic aspect of our lives while throwing off tons of radiation in the process with constantly pulsing signals. And more on that later, but I wanted to save just a second or two to just voice my support for those who may be coming after me with the project for the community gardens. I happen to live in one of the caged communities where gardens are not allowed, so I would lend my support to that effort. Thank you.
Your next